Happy New Year's everybody. Hope everybody is staying safe and feeling well today. Just making another video from today. I'm Darren from DNA Worm Castings, and today's topic is sifting my bait worms. So I have a draw system, so my worms are in here, but I'll take the worms from here, sift them into here, put them into the new bedding. Then behind me here, I'll put them into the eggs into there, and then I'll take them from there, and I'll show you later where I'll put them from here to hatch. Okay, let's do this. The bedding I'm using now is horse manure, aged horse manure that I have shredded down in small pieces so they can eat it quicker. Okay, so there we have our sand down here, lovely fat worms, bait worms. They go straight back in here into the new bedding, and then I do have some small worms that get caught with the eggs in the bottom, that because I've had them in there a little bit longer than they should have, and they've hatched, but that's not a drama because I can just put them in here with the eggs and rinse and repeat, as I say. So we just keep doing this. And go through some new bedding. I have been using peat moss. The last one, I seem to like peat moss. They go through it a lot quicker, and it comes out very nice at the end. This is peat moss and a bit of horse manure. So once again, you got the worms there. I'll put them back into here. The smaller worms and eggs will be in this one. I think this sifter is a 1/8. I could be wrong. I'm more for the eggs than the castings. I'm not too concerned about the castings. See if I can find some eggs here. And there's not a lot of them here. As I say, they have hatched because I have left them in there a little bit longer than I should. So I'll put these in here. And just keep doing this until I get through the bin. I've not long started breeding bait worms, so I'm in the early stages of breeding them. So got some real big ones, some little fatties, the fat ones, some long ones from different farms. I've bought from. I roughly have about 100 night crawlers per shelf. Seems to be enough for them to breed and have eggs. They're like in the warmer weather now here in Sydney. I'm lucky that I've made this shed, insulated this shed now to make it warmer in winter and cooler in summer. I do not have a air conditioning or weather control in here. I ain't that big yet. It's plans down the track. Sometimes these sifters can be a bit of a bugger to go into after a while. I've been used for a fair while. So we just keep doing this. Put a bit more in here. With the bait worms European night crawlers. They're a hardy worm. A lot of fishermen like them. They stay in the hook far longer and last longer all around. Take about 4 months, 4 or 5 months before they get to bait sizes. So it's a long period of time to be doing it. It's in for the long run. As the composting worms, they will reproduce quicker. Where these Euros only have 1 egg, and then worm castings are a lot bigger, are finer, and they're a lot hardier than most of the worms you deal with. The composting worms will breed very quickly. They say they eat their body weight per day. I'm not an expert, so what they say. So this is what I do when I go through my bait size worms. I don't resell them, they're only for myself. I have been using them for compost. Hopefully you can just see them. Nice, I put them back into here. Some will get caught, you've got to be careful. Some people will say, why don't I use a sifter, the electric sifter I have underneath here. I use that for the other compost, the bigger bins, when I'm not trying to save the eggs. Because I'm trying to save the eggs here and reproduce to make my bait worms a bit bigger. Down the track, it takes a while to do. So this way I can collect the eggs easier, and if I do it through the big sifter, I have to go back through again and sift it anyway. So this saves time and patience. And sometimes there's not a lot of time whilst doing these. So anybody out there thinking about breeding bait worms, they're a long term thing, they're not overnight. Breeding wise, I feed them a special mix. I feed all the worms a special mix. So these ones will get chicken laying pellets. If I'm doing it for the castings, I'll feed them another mix, which is biochar, minerals, rock minerals, seaweed, fish meal, and a few other little things, and that makes the castings a lot better in the long run, and people seem to like that better. It costs more, but the customers like it and it sells more castings. This last couple of weeks I have sold up to 60 kilos of castings for people. It has slowed down a bit. It's a seasonal thing at spring, as people already know. There's a lot of people around here getting into gardening. I live in a built-up area. A lot of people in the houses around here, that housing estates, want a veggie garden in the backyard. They go to Bunnings, they spend, or hardware, they spend $300 or $400, and every guys, they come to me, I give them a few suggestions, they try my worm castings and they always come back. They seem to like it. Gives them a good start, gives all the plants and veggies a good start in life, and good probiotics and good healthy roots, and the fruit is actually nice. So As I say, we're only what we eat. So if we want to eat healthy, we be healthy. Otherwise, we don't know what we're putting in our mouth or in our plants. Our kids are eating it, and it causes all types of problems in the long run. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional, anything. I only go about what I've learnt from people, from customers, and I enjoy what I'm doing. I've been doing it for a while now. So that's there. That's the castings, black gold, as some people say. Nice, it holds nice in the bundle, and it still breaks up. Now I'll do that to multiple shelves here. So what I'll do with this here, I put this into a bulk bag, let it air a little bit. Try to keep my chooks out of it. My chooks seem to like to get in there. I do have a couple of chooks here, and this one's here. They're in the new bedding now. They're all ducked down on the right, and they've got new bedding. We'll see how we go with this shredded horse manure. You probably can't see them because they're ducked down. So what I do now, I've got a coffee grinder here. I've got a coffee grinder here, and I just grind down their feed, which I explained before. I just put some down the middle here, right down the middle, some feed in the middle. I've learnt that one off Mimi's Worm Farm in America. I've learned a lot off that lady. It's helped me a lot. And they say if you feed them in the middle, it encourages the worms to come in the middle and do their thing and keeps them happy. Now all the moisture levels in that already, everything's ready. All I do is put this back into the shelf now, and that's it. And I do that multiple times, probably 6, 7 times, 10 times. All I've got is these sifters, which I've had for a few years. You can buy them on multiple Amazon, stuff like that. They can be dear. People might, friends that want to get rid of them, etc. So the castings are nice and light, what they want. And you don't need much of this. Only a little bit goes a long way. And yes, I've got a lot more videos, other videos about doing other stuff in here, showing hatching compost worms, feeding, watering, other bucket styles I've got. Pretty much anything to do with worms I'm going to try to cover. As I was saying, I haven't done videos before, so I hope they're not too boring. But there's not many videos out there at the moment that will, in Australia, or newest ones that people can show. They're all older ones. Apart from videos like Mimi's Worm Farm in America, I hope I pronounce it right. She has a lot of videos there, which is very good, very educational for people like myself, trying to do bait worms, because a lot of bait worm dealers will not share their knowledge. They want to keep it secret, top secret, so we've got to learn somewhere. Okay, now I'm just going to take you over and show you where I put the eggs, and I'll take it from there. Okay, what I have here is a tote I've cut in half. And what I do, I put all the European nightcrawler eggs in here to grow out. So what I do now, after sifting, I'll open this back up, scrape all the baby ones. Might be lucky to see a couple of little ones there hanging on, tiny ones. I like to come to the top. So put them in here. Okay, all I do, so they've had a feed they duck down a lot. See if we can find some. They're hard to find, the little ones, because they're only very little at the moment. No, they're going to hide on me. There's a couple of real little ones there. Not too sure if you can see that little one there. They're only very young. So all I do, I'll make a bit of a hole here, nice and moist. Put the new eggs in there, like that. I have in the future put them on heat mats, etc. I may go back to that again one day. I just cover them up. These ones will get some veggies and stuff. Little one there, little fella there. Then I just put this lid back on, keep the moisture down, keep the chooks out. I don't have any rodent problems here, rats, etc. Touch wood, and that's all I do. Pretty simple. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.